Once upon a time, on the highest peak of a jagged mountain, a piece of ancient rock fractured and began its long descent toward the deep valley. It carried the pride of the mountain, a hard and unyielding soul, falling fast into the unknown depths of a swirling, turquoise mountain stream below. With a sudden splash, it was plunged into a world of constant motion, armed with sharp corners ready to strike anything that dared touch it. Looking heavily armored, the stone stood firm against the current, unaware that its greatest journey of transformation had just truly begun in this liquid world. The water roared around it, a relentless force of nature that cared nothing for the stone's resistance or its ancient, rocky heritage from the high peaks. It believed its sharpness was its strength, a weapon to defend its existence against the crushing weight of the cold and relentless alpine river current. But the stream is a patient sculptor, and the pride of the mountain was about to meet the inevitable reality of time and constant change. Then came the season of storms. The peaceful stream transformed into a violent flood, carrying the weight of 1,000 rains into the narrow valley. Life is never gentle with those who refuse to bend. The stone was swept away, dragged across the rough floor of the raging, dark river. Every collision left a mark. Each impact with the immovable world outside stripped away a piece of the stone's hard, defensive, and rigid outer shell. Within the heart of the rock, there was only resistance. It felt the agony of being broken, the terror of losing its familiar, sharp identity. It fought the flow, trying to anchor itself, but the more it resisted, the more the current punished its stubbornness with relentless, grinding force. This chaos is the pressure of life itself. We often mistake this friction for destruction, when it is actually the beginning of our deep refinement. Buried in the dark, the stone felt the crushing weight of failure. It was no longer the mountain peak. It was just a broken fragment. Pain is the teacher we never asked for. Each scar on the stone's surface tells a story of a battle fought and lost against change. The river does not hate the stone. It simply moves toward its destination, and anything that stands in its way must eventually find some harmony. There is no rest for the stubborn. The cycle of impact and injury continues until the spirit realizes that fighting the universe is a losing game. In the midst of the storm, the stone is still a prisoner of its own rigidity, suffering from every blow it tries so hard to block. Then, the world grew quiet. The flood receded, leaving behind a clear, gentle flow that whispered over the tired stones of the quiet riverbed. The stone lay still. It was too tired to fight. In this moment of exhaustion, something miraculous began to happen. The birth of true, deep surrender. It stopped trying to hold on to the bottom. It stopped bracing for the next hit. It simply existed, allowing the water to wash over it. Surrender is not giving up. It is the art of letting go. When the stone stopped resisting, the water became its partner instead of its enemy. The stone learned that the river would go where it must. By letting the current pass through, the stone finally found a strange, new peace. Its sharp corners, once used for defense, were slowly dissolving. It was losing its edges, but it was gaining a soul that was much deeper. Movement no longer felt like a violation. It felt like a transition. The stone was learning to flow with life, instead of against it today. To be at peace with what we cannot change is the first step toward true power. The stone was becoming a student of the stream. It realized that the same water that once caused it pain was now the very thing that was making it beautiful and whole again. Seasons changed, and with them, the stone's perception. It no longer saw the river as a threat, but as the very breath of the world. The beauty of the pebble is the result of its decision to stop fighting. It accepted the carving of time with a silent, open heart. The art of letting go is the highest wisdom. When you stop blocking the path, you become part of the journey itself, forever free. Years flowed by like the water itself. The stone was no longer a fragment of the mountain. It had become a masterpiece of the river. It was now a pebble perfectly smooth, elegantly curved, and remarkably strong. Its strength was no longer in its hardness, but in its balanced shape. A smooth stone has no edges for the current to catch. The very water that once threw it around now passes over it with ease. This is the power of inner stillness. When you are smooth and centered, the chaos of the world has nothing to hold on to within you. Calmness is not weakness. It is the most profound form of strength. It is the ability to remain unchanged while everything around you shifts constantly. Because it had found its peace, it became a sanctuary for others. Its stillness provided a quiet space in the middle of a rushing world. It had become invariant amidst the variant. The external world could no longer reach the core of its being with its many chaotic fluctuations. True power comes from within. The pebble was radiant, glowing with the internal light of a journey well-traveled, and a soul well-refined by time. It was no longer easily moved. Its harmony with the river gave it a weight that no storm could ever take away from it again. In the silence of the night, the pebble stood as a testament to the endurance of the spirit and the beauty of quiet resilience. It had transitioned from a piece of rock to a symbol of enlightenment, proving that the greatest power is found in total, absolute calm. One day, an old master walked by the shore. He was a man who had seen many winters and understood the language of the earth. He saw the pebble. Among thousands of rocks, this one radiated a unique sense of completion and a profound, wordless wisdom of its own. He lifted it gently, feeling the coolness and the perfect smoothness that only a lifetime of struggle and surrender could ever produce naturally. In his hand, the pebble felt like a drop of solidified peace. It was a tangible proof that the hardest journey leads to the softest heart. The master saw the entire journey. He saw the mountain peak, the violent flood, the long years of silence, and finally, this perfect circle. He recognized a fellow traveler. He knew that the pebble had learned the secret that many humans spend their entire lives trying to find. "You do not need to be the hardest to survive," he whispered to the wind. "You only need to be the most peaceful to endure." He returned it to the stream. Its mission was not to be a trophy on a shelf, but to be a light under the water. It resumed its post, a silent witness to the passing of time, a beacon of tranquility for everything that flowed past its smooth, radiant body. The master left, but the lesson remained. The pebble continued to grow in spirit, becoming even more refined with every passing second of life. Every soul is a stone in the river of time. We are all being shaped, whether we choose to realize it or choose to resist. The river of the mountain is no different from the river of our lives. The noise, the pressure, and the crowds are our modern currents. Amidst the hustle and the stress, there is a choice. You can be the jagged rock that breaks, or the pebble that finds its center. Pressure is the water. Inner peace is your strength. When you stop fighting the external chaos, you begin to cultivate an indestructible internal world. Do not fear the friction of life. Every challenge is a stroke of the brush, every hardship a touch of the polisher's hand on your soul. Remember the pebble. It did not conquer the river by force. It conquered the river by becoming so smooth that the river had no power. Be the pebble under the stream, embrace the pressure, refine your stillness, and use your inner calm to rise above every storm you face today. This is the highest state of strength. To be unshakable, to be serene, and to be perfectly at peace with the flow of the universe. Your journey is your own. Let the river wash away the sharp edges of your heart, until only the beautiful, eternal light remains forever.